Welcome back to the Orlando Science Center. It's Victoria Wisniewski, and today I am joined with Analiesse. It's back to school month. Super exciting. I know you kids aren't excited, and the parents are, but it's actually a great time because we can learn through play here at the Orlando Science Center. So Analiesse, what do we have in front of us, and how is this going to help us perceive the world around us?
So in front of us, we have a couple of different examples of things that can show us perception of color. In the world around us, you see all images through your eyes, and that is going to have the light and the color perceptions come through this little guy.
Ooh.
If I open them up for you, you can see all the different parts of the eyeball. So that light that I was talking about is going to go through the pupil, through the lens, and in the back of your eye, bouncing around on your rods and cones. The rods and cones are what allow you to perceive those colors and that light through the world. And in front of me, I have a couple different ways that you might be able to perceive those. Would you like to play a game with me?
Okay, let's do this. I'm really excited. So our eyes are extremely important.
Very.
And they let us perceive different colors, but also keep us safe.
Yes.
So how is this activity going to help us?
So this can be a way for us to see how different people perceive different colors.
Okay.
So if you need to be able to stay safe, you need to be able to see a red stop sign or the lights on the streets as you're driving. And so if maybe you see these differently than somebody else, you could definitely go and talk to somebody about getting different kinds of glasses that are different colors to help you perceive the world differently. Would you like to look at how maybe your rods and cones may perceive these colors?
Okay, I want to see how this works.
All right, so you may be familiar with these as a tool used with optometry, with our eye doctors. If you look at this image, would you be able to tell me the number presented?
29.
Yes, beautiful. So that means that you have the rods and cones to be able to perceive red and green.
Okay.
Some people do not have those rods and cones as functionally as you do, and so they might not be able to see that number 29, and the entire image looks like yellow dots and green dots. Isn't that interesting?
That's actually really cool. So we as humans, do we have more rods, cones? How does that work?
We have a lot more cones, and we have them in the backs of our eye.
Okay.
If you have more of them, they're kind of just bouncing around in the back there, and depending on your genetics or your species, you might just have a different amount of them in the back of your eyes. So if you look at this one, what number might you see?
26.
26. Beautiful. So, and I'm going to have you hit this last one real quick before I go on to my next topic.
15?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
So I'm going to say, not as your doctor, I think you have pretty good eyes. You might be able to
Well, I
perceive
do wear
things.
contacts. I'm pretty blind. As many of
I've
us
got
are.
our glasses
there
too,
you go.
but that does not affect my perception of color. What does our perception of color gets affected by? It might be our species. If you look at my image here, I do have a photo of a dog and what the dog can see versus what we can see.
Yeah.
Dogs do have that deficiency with the red-green colors. And so if you go home and you were to play with your dog, you might be able to tell which toy might be their favorite based on what they're actually able to perceive.
Wait, that's cool. So if I go buy a toy for one of my furry friends, what color should I be picking?
So as you can see in this image, you would not be able to see the red, but you can see the little bits of blue and the little bits of yellow. So if you see a toy that may be blue, that might be the best for their perception, and they can find it much more easily in the grass as you throw it for them to play.
Well, that was a lot of fun to learn through play and all about the colors in our amazing world around us. So Analiesse, what do we need to know about the month of August here at the Orlando Science Center?
So in the month of August, we are going back to school, and in all of the studio programs in KidsTown, we will be going through ways to learn through play in all of our programs.
Wonderful. Well, I hope you join us here during the month of August and get your good grades at school so you can come here.